There is a Chivas soccer player who could be Mexico's rival in the World Cup with two different national teams. Daniel Villaseca wants to find out how, why, and everything else. Stay here with me and we'll talk about it next. I'm Jesus Bernal, and I thank all of you for your attention. Thank you very much for being here with me to talk about the latest regarding the Chivas team and Daniel Villaseca. Let me know in the comments if you ever imagined that a situation like this could happen. So, without further ado, let's start this video with the latest news about Chivas. Now that Guadalajara has become a bit more open to two things. First, to signing players with dual or triple nationality, and second, that they are not forced to be with the Mexican national team in order to play for Chivas. Pandora's box has been opened and some very interesting cases are starting to appear of soccer players who could play against Mexico. Very interesting situation, but is there a particular case? It's one of those coincidences in life that Mexico has to face South Africa and Czechia in the 2026 World Cup, and that Chivas has a player with South African and Czech nationality on their roster. Precisely, it's Daniel Villaseca. Many of you will know this player from Tapatio. In fact, Milito just took him to the match against Atlas last weekend. Look, he was born in Gauteng, South Africa. His mother is Czech. Kubikova is his second last name, and his father is Mexican. I mean, globalization is written all over his story, his name, where he was born, and the nationalities he has. He has started 8 matches in the second division competition, and Daniel Villaseca has scored 3 goals. I insist, it's one of those strange situations because his mother is Czech, his father is Mexican. He was born in South Africa, and he has even played for youth national teams in the Czech Republic. There, he has already had the chance to take part in 2 international matches with the U17 team. This player usually plays in a more attacking role. He's basically an attacking player, so it's not like he's really on the radar of the national teams at the moment. I don't know if they might consider him or take him. I imagine that right now he must have his passports ready, just in case he's needed, but, well, I don't know if that'll be the case. The point is that Chivas has a player on their roster who could hypothetically face Mexico in the World Cup. And not with just one, but with 2 national teams. What has caused a lot of commotion in the last few hours is this topic of reinforcements for the playoffs. I've been asked about it a lot on social media. Earlier today, I made a video about it, where I explained the situation to you a bit. The fact that it's going to be a difficult issue. There hasn't been an official response from FIFA. We're just 5 matches from finishing the tournament. Less than a month left since there's a midweek round. And in that context, well, no. I mean, the possibility hasn't really been considered beyond the initial intention for it to happen. Now, the issue for Chivas is to take a chance with what they have or with what they're going to be left with. I don't see it as that bad either. Let's think a bit about how all this works. With Gabby Milito. Jonathan Perez arrived, what happened? He went through a whole adaptation process, about a month and a half, and it was only in a friendly match that he got the chance to make his debut. Because Milito is a coach who works a lot and it takes a lot of adaptation to earn your minutes and play for him. From the way I see Milito, I'm sure he would have defended his squad over any new signing, because his squad has worked hard, because they've worked with him, because they know his ideas. and it would be very different all of a sudden. And besides, you were going to take what's left from the teams that didn't qualify, so it wasn't that easy. The situation wasn't that easy. And faced with the refusal or the silence, in this case, I insist, I don't think the issue is crazy either. Let Chivas take a chance with what they have today. I think there are two objectives. The first is to try to finish at the top of the standings. Chivas has it in their hands, because that gives you two advantages. One, to close out the playoff series at home, and two, to advance with a tied aggregate score. And if you're going to be weakened, that's very important. Second mission, for the players to reach their best possible level. That's also super vital, that the coaching staff can raise the level of those who don't play as much, so that the team goes into the title race on an even footing. I think that the options for Richie Ledesma's World Cup chances dropped during this FIFA break. There was a statement from Vasco Aguirre where he mentioned that he sees the player more as a wingback. Mexico doesn't really play with a back five that often. Maybe Jorge Sanchez is winning that race, along with Israel Reyes, because they were the starters both against Portugal and against Belgium. But you have to be ready. Do you know the eventualities that might happen? But am I right to get the feeling that after the FIFA break, it'll be a little harder for Richie Ledesma to break into the team? Just to finish, I simply want to remind each and every one of you that Chivas will be facing Pumas this weekend. The match is scheduled for 8 o'clock at night Central Mexico time, and you'll be able to watch it on Amazon Prime Video. For the United States and Canada, the game will be at 10 o'clock at night Eastern Time and 7 o'clock at night Pacific Time. And over there, it will be broadcast on Telemundo. So there you have your options to watch the Chivas versus Pumas match. All right, we'll leave this video here. Thank you very much for your attention. Keep subscribing, commenting, sharing, and liking. And I'll see you next time. I'm Jesus Bernal. Goodbye.